And we're here. Take it away, Anne-Marie.
All right. Well, good evening, Cannabisiac family. Welcome to Hemp Happy Hour. For those of you that I saw yesterday at Cannabisiac Cafe, welcome back. Hope you all are having a wonderful Wednesday, hump day. Sorry for my lighting. I'm actually in the car on the road traveling. So forgive my background. So, but welcome. So for those who are new to Cannabisiac, we are a member-based organization where we are helping entrepreneurs, businesses, business owners, or the canna curious tap into the multi-billion-dollar global industry. And we do that through our global ecosystem, where we provide networking opportunities like tonight, our education and training, our business incubator, as well as just connecting you to the appropriate experts, thought leaders, and resources in the cannabis industry. So again, welcome. And how we're gonna kick off tonight, we're gonna do introductions. So for those who've never been here before, this is the time to give your elevator pitch, who you are, what you do in the industry, what's a good referral or collaboration opportunity for you. And then tonight we're gonna do a little extra. And if you were with us yesterday, sorry, you're gonna do it twice. Tell us what was your major accomplishment for 2021 and one major accomplishment that you would like to happen in 2022 for yourself and or your business. So with that being said, I am going to pass it over to Beth, because she's next on my screen. And after we do introductions, Mary Lou will be our last person to introduce herself, because she's going to kick it off with her introduction and our drink of the month. So Beth.
All right, well, I am Beth, the hemp huntress of Hoi Polloi Advisors. And we basically follow along very similar to what all of us are in here for, is helping each other out. We do collaborative advising, and we love to execute on the education that people are getting in the Cannabisiac incubator program, or they come to us and they maybe know about half of what they need to know. We like to help with those gaps. So, and our big push for next year is we are partnering with eco packaging, meaning hemp packaging, to reclaim ocean plastic packaging for dispensaries, and then working on some international partners, because I could not find any in America that will have enough compostable ground cover for farms. So we're doing a nice focus next year of sustainable is profitable. And when your business is profitable, well, that's sustainable. So we want to take that advisement to the next level of sustainability. And as I mentioned last night, our biggest thing to celebrate as a business is we are ending the year at a net profit, and we are a self-sustainable company. It's only a few percentage points of net profit, but we did a self-sustainable business. We want to help others do the same thing, and we look forward to learning how to scale up in the Cannabisiac Incubator and Accelerator Program. It's going to be an exciting year next year with Cannabisiac. And I will pass it over to Rachel.
Hi, Beth and everyone. Thank you for letting me join. I am a guest. I think it was Josh who mentioned that the Hemp Happy Hour was happening, and I couldn't go to the one in November. And meanwhile, I interviewed Mel for my podcast, and she raved about Cannabisiac. And so I was like, okay, I have to be here. I have to say hello. My role, I am an executive coach that incorporates microdosing cannabis into my work with clients. And so my biggest achievement for 2021, I've been an executive coach for a while, but for 2021, I completed a certified cannabis coach and harm reduction specialist certificate. So I can help educate folks and really dial in how to use cannabis with intention. Love the medical use, love the adult use, but really helping to signal our neuroendocrine stress response system. So we know we chill out, but it's the science and how we get there. So that's what I do for folks. And for 2022, my goal is to continue spreading the word. I'm happy that I rebooted my podcast. So season 2 of my podcast talks about specifically, if anyone would like to join and share how cannabis has improved your leadership skills, I would love to have you part of the podcast and yeah, share that. I'll drop it in the chat. So if folks want to opt in, that'd be great. And I'll pass it to Joan.
Hi everyone. Hopefully everyone's doing well today. I'm joining from sunny Los Angeles. I'm not here that often. Everyone that knows me know I travel a lot. This month is Hawaii, Jamaica, and Chicago. Just this month, I am a traveler. So I'm home for a week, and then I'm off to Jamaica next week, and then I'm home for 3 days, and I go to Chicago. But when I'm not working, that's what happens when I'm working or not working. But when I am at work, I work for Hemp staff. We have 2 divisions. We do training in the cannabis and hemp industry. Right now, the training we have available is for dispensary trainer, dispensary worker, I should say, sorry, dispensary worker, sales, management, and we actually have a new cultivation training class that we have available. And then on the recruitment side, which is the side that I work on, we actually do from entry level positions all the way up to CEO and everything in between. I do sales, accounting, HR. I'm doing some tech positions now and social media. We have about 70 positions on our website right now, actually maybe more than that. One of the things I'm proud of is I actually have had 7 contracts signed in the last 7 weeks. I know that the norm is 1 to 2. I've had 7 signed in 7 weeks. So I've had so many contracts signed that we had to bring on a new recruiter December 1st because they couldn't keep up with all the work I'm doing. And that's still with my traveling. I've gone 8 times to Hawaii, 2 times to Vegas. I've been to Belize. I'm going to Jamaica. I'm going to Chicago, and I still bring in the 7 contracts. So I'm quite proud of that. So yes, I'm always looking for referral partners. We have a very generous referral program. If you know anybody that's hiring, you can send 1 email and make between $1,000 to $10,000 for 1 email introduction. So if you know any referrals, let me know. And hopefully I can catch up with what's her name again? The girl, the Jamaican girl. How I can catch up with you in Jamaica because I'll be there from leave the 15th. I'll be back the 20th. I'll be in the grill. So that'd be great. All right, thanks. Bye. And I'm a Brit, if you haven't already figured it out. All right, bye.
Joan, who you pass it to? You gotta pass the mic.
Let me pass it to, who was I gonna pass it to? I wanted to pass it to Miss Jamaica. Where is she? I just saw her there. Is it Mary? Not Mary. Who's the Jamaican young lady?
I
What
think
was her
that's
name?
me.
Mel.
Mel, that's it. Yes, yes. I'd like to pass it to you, darling.
Hi,
You're
Joan.
Jamaican.
You're so bubbly and awesome. All right, go ahead. Say hi, Bella.
Hi,
All
George.
right,
Hi,
Bella
darling.
says- All right, so hi, I'm Mel of Mel's Tree Eats, Jamaica's leading cannabis edibles brand and the curator of an event called Buds and Brushes JA, which is an event that continuously gives back to various charities across Jamaica. What have I, for 2021, I think just keeping Buds and Brushes JA going and just the great charities that we've been able to give back to and the relationships that I've been able to just build over this past year of 2021. And what I'm looking forward to in 2022 is just crunching those numbers with some new partnerships and with all the education that I'm getting from the Cannabisiac University and just all of the people that I've been meeting along the way. So yeah, you can find me at Mel's_tree_eats or Buds and Brushes JA. And yeah, when you get to Jamaica, let's hook up.
Awesome, Mel. You
Oh
pass the
yeah,
mic.
sorry. Oops. All right, so I'm gonna pass the mic over to John.
Hello, everybody. Good to see y'all. Thanks for having me. My name is John Rolke. I'm the brand ambassador for Extract Consultants. So we do terpenes and flavors, help everybody out post-extraction with their topicals, tinctures, edibles, vaporizer products. So yeah, that's kind of simple, but as in depth as it can be. So if you need help with any of those types of things, building products, making sure your products are compliant, feel free to reach out. 2021, well, Mel kind of hit it on the head. I think we all were just kind of happy we stayed afloat, but we had really good growth last year. One of the nice things that we did a lot more speaking engagements, education on terpenes and flavors, how they can be used safely, how you can use them to drive your products in a certain direction to help your brand. So a lot more education last year. It was good getting out to shows. For 2021, 2022, we're going to be branching out into alcohol, doing terpenes. There's our beer buds, right? So we're going to do terpenes and flavors to help in the beer industry, hop terpenes and things like that. So yeah, pretty exciting. Looking forward. Mel, I know we got a call next week. Looking forward to speaking more with you guys. And I gotta say, I love Cannabisiac. So that's what
We
I got.
love you, John.
Thank you.
Make sure you pass the mic, and I want to make sure because Theo's on here, so I want to make sure you and Theo connect, and you'll hear what he does once he introduces himself.
Okay, so I'll hand off to Theo. I think I might know Theo. You look familiar to me, Theo.
Yes, sir. How's everybody doing? Me and John, we've met at the I'm gonna say the last Cannabisiac hemp hour, but we've met before. And yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the terpene beer. So whenever you do get that going, let me know. I would love to taste that. I'm Theo Reeves, former student at Cannabisiac and founder of Top Choice Tinctures. Basically, I am again the founder of Top Choice Tinctures, in the process of trying to educate beginner smokers how to microdose, starting with the tincture. Um, Basically, I've heard a lot of stories of beginner smokers or participants in the cannabis industry, or community, I should say. I'm sorry, who's tried gummies and things of that nature and had a not a bad experience, but the experience to make them say, I don't want to try that anymore. So, um, yeah, I found a lane that where I'm kind of vital in what I do. So it's been helping me a whole lot as far as trying to educate those people. 2021, I am currently trying to establish myself as a entrepreneur in the cannabis industry, and for 2022 actually start crunching those numbers and seeing if I'm making money or if I'm losing money, as my teacher would put it in so many words. I thank you, and that's my time, and I pass it to Josh.
Thank you, Theo. My name is Josh Bushness. I work with Venture HR, and I try and remove administrative work and disruption from founders and executives' lives so that they can focus on product or revenue or spend more time with their families, whatever they like to do with that extra newfound time. This has been a really great year for me. I feel like this is a year where I really only partnered with people that I felt aligned with. I didn't just work with people because they were doing a lot of business or, they were doing something, that put me through it, but it got me a lot of results. I really just chose to stand by and work with people that I really feel align with me as a person. And that was really important to me. And in 2022, I look forward to continuing to drive those relationships forward with Beth, with Anne-Marie, people here in this room. It's been amazing. Joan, Rachel, so many people that I've been able to connect with in this industry. I maybe have met you somewhere else, but we're all here right now, which is so cool. I love that. I love this little community, and we can't wait to see it continue to grow throughout 2022. And I will pass it to Mary Lou. Is she bartending or is she here? Is she running it? All right.
Did we hit everybody already? Rachel, John, Josh, Melissa, Theo.
Nikisha? There's
Nikisha. Nikisha. Mary Lou's gonna be last.
And here I thought I was going to get on by. Well, hi. Thank you, Josh, for passing it over. And you did say that correctly. So really thank you for that. I am Nikisha Darby Head, and I am currently a fourth-year PhD student at Bowling Green State University, and my PhD is in American Culture Studies, and I'm also the CEO of Consult Right Now, LLC, which is a diversity consultant firm, and we're planning to branch out eventually to get into some other areas like publishing and dealing with like cannabis legislation, trying to fight against that, things like that. For 2021, when I met with the group yesterday, I did share that for me, one of my greatest accomplishments was actually getting my LLC started. But I would like to add, that is one that I'd like to share today. I did get my LLC back in March, and I was so excited for that. But as of today, I found out that I am one grade away from finding out whether or not I can register for my prelim exams in the spring. So please thumbs up, all the good juju, all of that. So that's for 2021. So once I get past that stage, then I can go to my dissertation stage, which is going to be on Black female strippers. So I'm really, really excited about that. And for 2022, I'd really like to get more into the cannabis industry. I am a medicinal patient, and I am really ready to be a big advocate for it, because if it had not been for medical marijuana, I would probably have killed someone by now, and myself. Just being serious. So yeah, that's a little bit about me, and looking forward to really connecting with you all, for real. And now I'm going to pass it back to Miss Mary.
Hey, Nikisha, thank you. And hey, everybody. Like I said in the chat, right now I'm in Belize. I haven't had some fun yet. It's just been business and work, because, like I just up and left on Anne Marie. So I still have to get my work done, right, Anne Marie? I think she got frozen there just as I said that. Hey, everybody, for you that are new on here, my name is Mary Rayburn, and I am the operations manager at Cannabisiac, and I also work with her membership. If you have any questions, feel free to drop us an email. And if you haven't joined on our community pages yet, join us in Matthew Network. You can find more information about us on our website at cannabisiac.com. Become a member. We would love to have you join us. Okay. And now, before we get into all the other networking and chit chat and top subjects, etc., we're going to hand over to our one and only hemp mixologist, Mary Lou, aka Mary Jane.
Hi guys, how are you? Happy holidays to everybody. I can't believe it's already December, and I am psyched about the holidays. So what I'm going to do today, we're going to do a quick holiday cocktail. When you're around, you're at your homes, if you're having gatherings, due to coronavirus out there, not everybody is having gatherings, but people are starting to gather back. So this is a great cocktail. I choose this cocktail because our colors are green. The Grinch is green. So I figured, hey, why not do this cocktail, right? So what I'm gonna do is that I have 3 limes into this shaker, and I'm gonna muddle the limes in the shaker. Also, I'm gonna take about an ounce and a half of vodka. Now, if you're a lightweight, I would suggest that you do a half an ounce, but I'm not, so I'm gonna add another one, right? So this is for the ones that are out there that are a little bit more experienced with drinking. I'm also going to have opportunity to add some ice into my shaker. And I'm also going to add an ounce and a half of melon liqueur. And what we also need to remember is that, you know how I am about glassware. So I have my glassware here, and I have some peppermints that I actually rimmed around my rocks glass. So some people can probably do a martini glass, or you can just, get another type of glass that you like, but I'm always cool with rocks glasses. I actually crushed up some peppermints, and I put it actually around the rim of my glass there. And what I'm also going to do is that because we had some Jello shots here with vodka, it's green. So I'm also going to add that as well into my drink and muddle that in there as well, because, I'm just going to do it. So I'm going to muddle that into my drink. And I'm also going to shake as well. I'm going to shake really hard. When you have opportunity and you're actually getting a chance to hang out with your family members and enjoying them, the best thing to do is also bring them around the table, have a cocktail there with them, and then they will appreciate you there too. So I'm gonna pour this into my rocks glass here. You see it's green? Can you see that? Yay, it's green. It's green in there, right? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of ginger ale, and I'm gonna do like a little bit of ginger ale there. Now, I'm also gonna have this with a brownie. You gonna ask me what kind of brownie it is? Yes, it is. It's one of those brownies, right? I'm also gonna have that with the cocktail. I have a brownie that's made. Yes, it is with Mary Jane, of course. And I suggest that you guys, make these and have these with caution. But I'm at work, so yeah, it is special brownie. It's definitely a special brownie. So that's the cocktail for today, guys. I hope that everyone have an amazing holiday and everyone stay safe.
Hey, thank you, Mary Lou. Everybody like shouting out the special brownie.
Well, we Cannabisiac, so you gotta have a special brownie, right?
The tiki
I
plant
want a
brownie.
brownie and a drink. Goodness.
Huh?
I said I would like some special brownie and a drink.
Most definitely. Back to you, Mary. Back to you, Anne Marie. I'm at work, guys, so I might disappear in and out, but I am here. But I'm at work, so.
She mixing up more drinks over there, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Okay,
Thanks,
bye.
Mary Lou. All right. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Okay, I'm gonna be in and out, so Mary's gonna kind of have to run the show for the most part. But I think with the last 20 minutes or so that we have, just want to, open it up. I know Rachel put a question in the chat about how has cannabis impacted you as a leader, I believe. Cannabis improved your leadership skills. And she has season 2 of the People Nova podcast interview. So if anyone wants to be featured, make sure you check her out if you want to share your story. So thanks for sharing that opportunity, Rachel.
Yes, thank you. I always mention it every time I'm networking in the industry and hear amazing people, because we all know that cannabis has improved our life. And so helping to share that with others is a great story. So if you're interested, the link is in the chat, and we'll follow up. Mel had a great time. I'll put her episode in there so you guys can see that.
Awesome. Well, one of the things we like to do with Hemp, just feature, introduce one topic for the group to discuss. Is there anyone that has something that's on their mind tonight, or this evening, or today, depending on where you are?
I would say that the combination of the alcohol industry and the marijuana industry is furthering. Today, Tilray bought Breckenridge whiskey.
Oh,
which
really? Wow.
I'm a Colorado guy. That's kind of a big deal. And, they also deal with the company that makes Corona. So, I think you're going to, in certain marketplaces out here in Colorado, where it's a very communal, I know in Kentucky, alcohol and hemp and marijuana butt heads, but in Colorado, they tend to have a bit more of a, a friendly relationship. So it'll be really interesting to see kind of how that goes in the next year.
Yeah, we brought on Hexocorp from Canada. They're starting their U.S. operations, and they'll be partnering with Coors Molson. So
yeah, familiar with
definitely.
Hexo. Yeah. It's when the big guys are jumping in on it, that there's something going on for sure.
Yeah.
And honestly, from my standpoint in my world, there's a lot of crossover because we do plant-derived terpenes. We don't do cannabis or hemp-derived terpenes. So we get myrcene from hops. And, so there are now breweries that are pulling, like people do cannabis-derived terpenes or hemp-derived terpenes. They're actually doing hop-derived terpenes, beer and alcohol. So it's a lot of the same extraction that's going on in the marijuana space and things like that. So it's really an interesting crossover in kind of that side of it, which is different for beer. They're pretty standard. They like plants. They like, certain processes that have been around for centuries. So it's neat that they're kind of taking the lead a little bit on some things from the marijuana space.
Now, question with that, John. So will these kind of like beer, is it like THC based or hemp based?
No, hops based. So they're basically every plant has a terpene makeup, right? So myrcene is in every plant. Basically linalool's in a lot of plants, and so hops have a certain terpene makeup, and they share a lot of the same terpenes hops do with cannabis. Myrcene, caryophyllene, humulene, myrcene in particular. So it's interesting that those are kind of crossing. Those streams are crossing now for the first time ever. It's interesting. So they're doing the same extraction process as somebody would do to a cannabis plant to pull off cannabis-derived terpenes. They're just doing it with hops. So there's no THC or anything. So you could almost feasibly take a hops-derived terpenes, and if you wanted to do maybe a more beer-flavored Theo tincture.
I was just sitting here thinking about that. Yeah, sir.
You could easily use hop terpenes because you would still have the same aromatherapy cause and effect stuff because linalool is linalool, right? You're gonna be mellow with these linalool. So it's just really interesting. All these things are kind of coming together. I think
that is very interesting.
So this is really all about the fragrance and the taste, not necessarily any type of buzz or anything like that. Okay, got you.
A little cause and effect, Anne-Marie. A little. I think we've talked about this. I believe when you're looking at the cannabis plant, the cannabinoids, right? Your THC, CBD, CBN, CBGs. Those are the engine, right? So they're powering the buzz, all right. Whereas your terpenes are the steering wheel. So they're the ones that I want it to be sleepy. I want it to be happy. They're what's steering it. So they're the basics of aromatherapy 101. So you're going to get those kind of, not necessarily a buzz, but for example, you light a candle in your room at night, it's going to smell floral and woodsy, right? Well, that's a lot of lavender probably in there. And so the terpene involved with lavender is linalool. So if you want something to be a little bit more mellow and floral, then you're going to put the terpene linalool in there. So Theo gets it. I see.
Yeah, yeah. We could talk about this all day. That is awesome.
I don't mean to be too technical, but it's really interesting that these two industries are starting to mix because I think it'll really be helpful.
Yeah, you'll still
Wow,
get your
thank you
kick
for
from
that.
the beer. Yeah, you still get your buzz from the beer, but not from the actual hops or the.
Right, but
You know,
think about it. You could feasibly make like a chocolatey stout, and you could put a heavy, mellowed terpene blend in there, and almost have like a nighttime beer. Think of, you know what I mean? You could almost steer it in weird directions if you wanted to. Take a blue moon, right, with
Yeah.
lemons and oranges and stuff, and make it like a
Okay.
brunch beer.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
stuff like that. If you think about it, not quite as direct as the cannabis space, but as pinpoint as us. But it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
wow. Well, thank you for that, sharing
Yeah.
that bit of education, John, because
Thanks.
I would have been one of the people like from the public thinking, oh, this beer is infused and I'm gonna get some type of a buzz or something from it when it's really about the
Mhm.
terpenes, like you said, and the aroma and the taste. Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Robust flavors.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I got a bunch of hop drive terpenes on the way to my house. I'm gonna start playing around with them.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah, that is awesome.
Well, the mushrooms, the mushroom industry out here in Denver, being that it's decriminalized and stuff, they are very much involved with a lot of the marijuana industry events out here for sure. So it'd be interesting if you go to a trade show and it's beer, mushrooms, and weed. That's
That's a
kind of
party.
fun. Yeah, I got the after parties are a good time.
Yeah, that's a party.
So question for you all is we're planning for 2022. What are some of like the major conferences and events that we should definitely have on our calendar?
Funny you should say that. I have a list of about 100 that I was going over with another group today, right here in front of me. I think everybody should go to MJ Biz in Las Vegas. It's huge. It's got everything you can want between consulting, equipment, and end user products. So and it's great networking because they just have so many different parties and cocktail parties and events, and it really is. It is a nice event. MJ Biz would be the one that I'd recommend everybody.
Does anybody know anybody that's at the Hall of Flower? Oh, sorry. No.
So, my question is how easy is it for someone to vend at something like that, like have a booth at something like a MJ Biz?
If you got the money, it's real easy.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you just got to kind of get in there early for MJ Biz.
Right.
For you, Melissa, some of the Florida shows might make more sense for you.
Yeah, I agree with John. We did MJ Biz this year. We had a booth, and the smallest booth is like $6,000, and that doesn't include your hotel, your travel, your flights. It's a very expensive endeavor. So far we haven't got the one contract which I got, but I actually do better off of free events. Go to events like this, other events. To spend that kind of money, you have to be really sure that you're going to get business. And if you're not sure, you'd be better off just going and walking around. I mean, I spoke to my boss about it yesterday. I mean, it cost us with everything about $10,000 with flights and food and everything else. And it's quite a lot of money. And we had a small booth. We did a single booth. We didn't even do a double. And
we shared a booth. We shared a booth with like 4 other people to help spread the cost out.
Yeah, that's a good idea, John. I might suggest that to my boss. We have a partner that we could probably share with next year because we know we have to we've done it 5 times. Last year we did the online one, so it would have been 6 times, but it was online last year, obviously because of COVID. And it's something we have to think seriously about because it's a lot of money to spend if you're not sure you're going to get the business. And we didn't see the business. The 7 contracts I bought in, only 1 was MG Big. 6 of them I got through things that didn't hardly even cost anything. as opposed to spending $10,000 on MJ Biz. So you might want to think it through. And I agree with John, maybe try some of the Florida shows because, you know, you're in Jamaica, something that's a little bit, and contact me. There's a lots of online stuff that's free where you can get business, really. Just let me
Okay,
know.
awesome. Yeah, I've done, I mean, for my Mel Street Eats business over the years, I've done a lot of the conferences and stuff, and it does cost, you know, when
It's
you
expensive.
factor in hotel and all of that stuff. I've always just like over the years, I've always just said, you know, I chalk it off to a marketing expense. So I'm just like, okay, that's enough. But then now when you have new brands coming up, it's like, okay, so where do you know, what's a good place to put
I can
your
tell you.
money and a good position to
Joe,
place your
just email me.
in order
I'll
to
hook you up. Joe@hempstart.com. I got
To Joan's
most
point, to Joan's point, we almost booth just to have a place to kind of have. Our value comes in the walking the event and the after parties is where the majority of our networking happens. This is gonna sound funny. Majority of my good business from MJ Biz comes between 10:30 at night and 2 in the morning.
Yes. Yes. I was at one night till
I
3 in the
can agree
morning.
with that, yeah.
When my note taking skills are at their best.
Yes. Good for you, John. And one thing, Mel, they definitely promote women at MJ Biz. It was fantastic. They had a really good women's event where I got a new contract from there. So yeah, I agree with John. I would definitely agree. For the first year, definitely do the walking around. Don't spend that big expense until you know for sure. It's a lot of money. Yeah. Thanks, John.
Thank you.
Josh, you had something to add?
I was just saying, I didn't know if anybody knew anybody who was at the Hall of Flowers event.
Yeah, did anyone go to that?
Hit and miss, hit and miss on the Hall of Flowers stuff. Not a lot of brands there. One advantage that we have is if the people aren't walking the show, then if you have end user products, I can talk to them at least in the booths. Hall of Flowers, just kind of hit and miss compared to some of the way the other shows are now.
Okay, thanks.
Josh, you're out here in Denver, buddy. We got NOCO, and we got, our two big shows are coming up here soon. That'll be a hoot. And Josh, I'm going to send you a happy hour that's going on in Denver next week. I'll send you that link. So
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah, I did go to NOCO last year. I enjoyed that. It was really good event. Definitely. Do they usually spread it out that much? I mean, it felt like a lot of walking, but I thought maybe they just spread it out more because of COVID. But maybe that's how it normally is. I don't know.
No, it was pretty crowded the first couple of years, and I'll make sure to send you all of our after party information, Josh. So you get in on all the good stuff. Man. It'll be a lot of fun. And if anybody else is going to be in Denver for any shows or anything, please don't be afraid to reach out to me, man. I'd love to show you around, take us to places, and what else.
Well, John, Joan, and Josh, the three J's here, and anyone else, I would love for us to put to be able to have as a resource on Cannabisiac's website, just a list of the conferences or shows that people should definitely consider attending for information and networking, because a lot of times, especially those that are new to the industry, just don't really know what to participate in or where to go to really connect and learn. So we'd love to be able to have that resource available. If it's not too much to ask you all to send us what you may have or share what you may have, so we can kind of compile it into one place and have it a link or something to it for people, if that's okay.
Yeah, great idea.
Right. I will send you a list of about 120 shows all around the country that I have. Me and a bunch of my friends have all developed, and they're easy to look up. Some are small. There's a bunch in Florida for you. Melissa, over here on my screen, there's a bunch in Florida. So absolutely, I'm happy to share that with you, Anne-Marie. I'm happy to help.
Well done, John.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, I think it'll be a benefit for all of us. So we can know where we're going to meet up in 2022.
NOCO is a good one, guys. NOCO in Denver is a good show. The Northern Colorado Hemp Convention is a good show. And then something else, I don't know if Indo Expos are happening. I think Indo Expos might be off the map. The guy who was running them passed away. And we haven't heard anything from Indo Expo people since that. So we don't know if Indo Expo, Josh and Denver is going to happen or anything. So has anybody heard about Indo Expos? Yeah, so.
No, I did go to some of the CBD, USA CBD, the one here they had at the Gaylord.
Right.
And they did psychedelics, and they had some excellent speakers there.
Yeah, I was one of them. I don't know if you saw mine, but I was there speaking. But yeah. So if anybody come to town for any of those shows, please let us know. Let me know. I'll be more than happy to show you around.
Absolutely. Well, we have a few more minutes left. This is our last Hemp Happy Hour of the year. So I first want to just thank all of you for making 2021 an amazing year for Cannabisiac. We have so much more coming up in 2022, but we do still have one more event before we close out the year, and that is our Cannabisiac University web series, which is next Wednesday. We have culinary chef, Chef Jazz, who is going to be giving us a lecture on cooking with cannabis. And she's also launching her new book, More Than Cooking with Cannabis. So which more than a cannabis cookbook is her new book. So you definitely don't want to miss the conversation, especially for those who are interested in the culinary side of the industry. So that'll be next week, Wednesday at 12 noon Eastern time. And for anyone who joins this month, will receive a complimentary copy of her book. So if you're not a member, please be sure to go ahead and join so you can get your complimentary copy of her book. But either way, we definitely want to promote her book. Please go ahead and I think Mary Lou, she'll send out the link so that you can go ahead and make the purchase for her book as well and just really show her some support, some love. Because as an author myself, it's not easy putting your content out there and, getting folks to buy it. So we definitely want to show support to her with her book. And then also make sure you mark your calendars for January 8th. We will be doing our 2022, our Vision 2022 Cannabis. It's going to be a hybrid event, in person and virtual. We'll be supporting 2 cannabis community charities, which we'll announce those in the coming week. Mel is our event planner extraordinaire. So she'll be helping us with the virtual experience. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So food, fashion, food demonstrations, beverage demonstrations, fashion, music, and so much more. Will also be officially introducing you all to our Canna Class 1, which is our incubator class. Two of our participants are currently on this meeting, Theo and Mel. So you'll get a chance to learn more about them and their business as well on the 8th, as well as meet our other class members. And their graduation will be coming up on March 5th. So make sure you save the date, because we definitely want to have a good turnout for their pinning ceremony and their virtual graduation ceremony. So March 5th is their graduation. So a lot of other major announcements coming out. Our next cohort, we're taking applications now. The next cohort will start the end of March. Program. This is a great time to start telling them about it as well. So with that said, I don't know if I missed anything, Mary.
No, you did not miss anything at all.
Does anyone have?
I think we lost Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie, we lost your audio. We know you're probably in that dead zone on the way back. Mia, thank you for joining. Everybody meet Mia.
Hello,
Yes, I got
ladies
the
and
time mixed
gentlemen.
up, yeah.
Happy happy Wednesday from Cali here. It's overcast, but we'll get sunshine tomorrow. Thank you for having me. Hello,
All
Joan
right.
from Hemp Staff. Shout out to Joan. Hello, Miss Lady.
Yeah, hi, yeah, we were just about wrapping up. We're a nice hour. Mary Lou already mixed up her drink. But if you want to, just before we sign off, say hi and introduce yourself to those that haven't met you as yet. Mia?
Mia?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were going to go around the room. Sorry, I'm so late. I was dealing with other clients, but I'm so glad I got to make some of it. And shout out to Mary and Ann. Ladies are doing so much for our community. So I just wanted to let you know who I am. I'm with Sensi. And those who don't know, we are nationwide and also in Puerto Rico. So if you need any help on exposure, tap in. I'm putting my email in the chat so that way none of you can be out of touch. I'm always here to help and be of referrals. So anybody that needs help for next year, I'm definitely here to chit chat and powwow. So thank you.
And if I can do an endorsement for Mia, I've been going to the Sensi Connect events. As Mia knows, I'm always there. And I've had 2 contracts. I had a contract last month, the month before, and I went to one on Monday. I have a 3rd one pending. So if you can attend those events, they work. They do them bi-monthly. You meet some great contacts. Happy to promote you, Mia, because I have firsthand experience that it does work. If you want to expose your business, you want to get out there, you need to get on Sensi Connects and you need to start attending the events. So thank you, Mia. Thank you, Don.
I agree. I've been to Sensi events in Denver and we've done some advertising in Sensi. It's always been successful for us. So I agree.
Well done.
Okay. Mia, Mel, Theo, Josh, Rachel, if you just want to tell me a hi and introduce yourself real quick. We'll start with Mel.
Yes.
Hi, Mia. I'm Mel. I'm for sure going to reach out to you. I host an event called Buds and Brushes JA and looking for lots of help with marketing so the world can know about us. It's an amazing event that continuously gives back to various charities. It's music, it's art, it's cannabis, it's yoga, you name it. So definitely we'll be reaching out to you.
You said my magic word, yoga. It saved my life. I survived my cancer and that's just my go-to. So, oh, and I also have a miracle baby. So, you know, the universe has a sense of humor. So let's keep this journey together. Cannabis space is all for us to grow in. And I am a strong believer of just being that worker for the community. So let's get it, guys. We got to work together and push the movement. So shout out to Brother Theo. Anything you need from me, brother, I'm here. And Mr. Josh, we're yet to connect on virtual. I'm so sorry, I've been so swamped, but you're in the queue. It's kind of like the DMV. You go down the line and start calling and connecting. So anyone here, right. I'm also going to put my direct number. So that way, if you're not available through email, definitely reach me through my direct line. I'm always on standby. So thank you.
Rachel, you want to do a quick intro?
Hi, Mia. My name is Rachel O'Neill. I'm an executive coach that incorporates endocannabinoid health into my work with clients. And what that means is I help them develop a microdose cannabis strategy. I've been in the executive coach space for a number of years, but 2021's big accomplishment was obtaining my certified cannabis coach and harm reduction specialist. So I became an educator in the space to help people who are probably already using cannabis, but don't really understand the science behind it. So really wanted to be intentional with a microdose strategy. And Theo, love tinctures. That was my entry. And I rave about them to everyone because I have no idea how to roll a joint. I never will figure it out, but tinctures in my coffee, nobody notices the difference.
All right, Nikisha, are you still there?
Yeah. Hi, Mia. Nice to meet you. I'm going to just say hello really quickly to you because I have another meeting I need to get to. But I am very new to the industry, and yeah, just I'm Nakisha. And I have
Nice to meet you. Take down my info. We'll chat. We'll
Yes,
get to know
ma'am.
each other.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be reaching out to you
And
definitely.
tap in, please. California's got a lot for all of you. I'm hoping one of you or all of you can visit at some point next year. We'll see.
Yes, ma'am.
We are definitely doing live events, and we got 2 B2B and 2 C2C. So if you can't come and fly over here, we do Sensi Connects, as Mary emphasized, as Joan emphasized. And I'm ready to really help everyone. So thank you so much for introducing yourselves.
Okay, everybody. That's what Anne-Marie, you wanted to say something?
If y'all can hear me, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to say again, thanks. And Mia, hey Queen. Just want to say thank you all, because if I lose you, just wanted to thanks for a good year again. And I hope to see you all next Wednesday on Cannabisiac University with Chef Jazz. And enjoy your evening. I'll let Mary close it out because my signal is horrible. But just appreciate you all. And thank you for helping us continue to build our community and contributing and being a part of it. This is just such a special space. And just really appreciate and love all of you. So thank you.
Yes, definitely. Thank you, everybody. Anne-Marie said she's gonna let me close it out, but she practically did everything just now, but it's okay. Yeah, so thank you all for coming. Have an amazing rest of your evening, night, wherever you are. And we look forward to seeing you all next Wednesday. It's gonna be fun. And look out for your emails with our newsletters and upcoming events. Join us on Mighty Networks. And just look out. I will place the link in Mighty Networks prior to Cannabisiac University next week as well. Okay. All righty, everybody. Thank you for coming. Enjoy it as always.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good night, everybody. Thanks.